Hey everybody, what's up? It's Joel, aka The Daily Guru, and this is The Playlist. The first song I'm going to recommend you check out this week is a classic. It's Guns N' Roses' track, Estranged. This is one of those brilliant musical moments that tends to be a bit overlooked due to it kind of being behind all of the other hits that came out on the Use Your Illusion double set. Sitting at the tail end of the second installment, this song one-ups November Rain as far as I'm concerned in terms of long-form Guns N' Roses songs, as the mood, the guitars, the vocals, everything is just perfect. Actually, come to think of it, this may very well be my favorite song they ever recorded. Maybe. I'm gonna have to think about that one. The second track you need to be listening to this week is Throwing Muses' classic, Call Me. I'm just going to assume that all of you listen to Throwing Muses on a regular basis, so this is sort of a reminder of why they're so good. The tension you find on Call Me is beyond that of most of their other music, and the wild rhythms and just the sheer energy on this track make it one I can never get enough of. Honestly, if you don't know this track, please come out from under that rock you live under and get yourself a clue. The final track I want to recommend to you today is Silverchair's Israel's Son. So you might know these guys from the handful of singles that they had throughout the 90s, but as the opener to their Frog Stomp album, this is one of the most perfectly powerful rock tracks ever recorded. The song almost demands to be played as loud as possible, quickly bringing to mind early Soundgarden, but with an attitude and an overall approach that's completely unique. If you haven't heard this one, trust me, you won't be disappointed. Switching over to albums, one I've been listening to a heck of a lot this week is the self-titled debut from Suicide. Now, I'll admit that Suicide are one of those bands that may be a little bit difficult for you to wrap your brain around, as they're not traditional in any sense of the word. At the same time though, you can easily trace the roots of the synth pop sound back to this band and this record. And the team of Martin Rev and Alan Vega are something beyond the term musical visionaries. At the same time, this record proves the true meaning of what it meant to be punk, as it wasn't an image, it was an attitude and a way that you approached musical creation. From the looming bass lines, to the unsettling drum machines, to the unnerving vocal performance here, the record is phenomenal in a way no other album can achieve. And while it may take a bit of work to get it, it's well worth that work. The last thing I want to recommend to you guys this week is Boxcutter's album, The Dissolve. I featured this record on Something New almost a year ago, and I'm still listening to it very regularly. Like I said in yesterday's video, I'm a big fan of electronic music when it's done right, and on this album, Boxcutter does it almost perfectly. From ambient textures to house beats to stuff that almost borders on dubstep, there's a range in sonic arrangements here that's beyond almost anything else being released recently. The energy and the mood become quickly addictive, and to me, the most telling sign of a great record is the fact that almost a year after owning it, I still spin it on almost a weekly basis. So those are my suggestions for this week. Be sure to check back here every Sunday for more music recommendations, and be here every day for all the music news, reviews, and knowledge you'll ever need.